No need for you to be wearing your coat to take it off.
Your school days. Love them?
I was wondering about black hole formation because I was laying in bed last night and I started thinking about how 99% of everything is empty space.
Yeah, I don't like to dwell on that because that's quite worrying.
Or loathe them?
We know diameter is circumference divided by pi. 4 plus 3
is
plus 3,
pi?
which is 10.
Where did it come from?
You never forget them.
All right, clear off, scumbags.
At this school in Essex, 160 students are in their final and most important year, and their head teacher has grand ambitions.
The mantra that we use is nobody leaves without enough qualifications to make the next step in their life.
But that's easier said than done.
Sir, I feel like crying for no reason. Is that normal?
What, at your age, yeah.
They're teenagers.
Oh my God!
Emotional.
In the nicest possible way. It's a girl.
Excitable.
It's the laughing. Always laughing.
And a constant challenge.
You will never, ever come up against people who are as calm and patient as we are for the rest of your life.
How does he do?
You are such a fucker.
This series reveals what life is really like in a modern secondary school.
Feeling bruised?
For the teachers.
We are trying to deliver you a future.
I think we have a responsibility to give them the right chances.
You have no idea how much I like teaching you. You have no idea.
And today's kids, at the very start of adult life.
How you do this year will determine what path you take in life.
This is, for year 11, the very beginning of the very end.
This week, thoughts turn to leaving school.
You say you want to join the army. You wouldn't last 2 minutes. You wouldn't even get in, Vin, because of your attitude.
I'm going home.
And the school's ability to reach its targets is challenged by two very different students.
Check and see if your multiplication is correct.
No, let me try.
15-year-old Ryan, a recent arrival to the school, has Asperger's.
One day I to marry and have kids. Someone think I'm weird, others think I'm extraordinary. And I have a big imagination. Very big.
What?
And Vinny, a troubled teen who has just agreed to go into temporary care.
The day always goes good until someone says something I don't like or tries to get me in trouble.
How can Mr. Goddard prepare Vinny?
That's sick.
Ryan.
Congratulations, take that home.
And the rest of year 11 for life beyond the school gate.
Abigail, good luck, guys.
That's the thing. I mean, you never know what happens in the future.
Everyone make sure their coats are off, their scarves are off, their gloves are off.
This is really complicated stuff that we're doing here. It's probably the hardest thing you do in chemistry.
But I just done it and got it right, so I'm A-OK.
Somebody shuts the door at the back of this crucible of learning.
There we go. A little pop test.
The majority of the kids in the school do the right thing, day in, day out. But some take, disproportionate amounts of your time. And Vinny has, without a shadow of a doubt.
Over the past 2 years, Vinny's behaviour has worsened considerably. After a recent fallout with his mum, they both agreed he should go into voluntary care. Now he's living in a children's home 20 miles from friends, family and school.
We could take an easy option with Vinny. I mean, he could have been educated at his children's home. He could have not been here at all. We could have just said, OK, we won't chase him. But then, that's not what I'm in the job for. He's as important as every other young person.
I'm then going to give you 2 lessons to type up your introduction / setting the scene, the part that's worth 10 marks, all right? Right then. Amy, back down. I've already asked. You've spoken about you want to reduce the voting age, so bring your chair around, discuss. Bring yourself back into the frame of mind where you left off last time. All right?
You can pay taxes to the government and you can work full time.
You can work full time? Wait, I'm going to get self-employed under the age of 16, but I don't think I can you?
Self-employed?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Labouring.
No, you can only be school at 16.
What?
Why would you want to do that anyway? There's no point in leaving school.
Because it's £200 a week.
Yeah.
For a 15-year-old, if that is sick. £1,800
You're not going to be
a month.
so sick here when you ain't got any grades and you can't even get a decent job, and then £200 a week ain't even that much when you're older.
Yeah, when you're older.
Well then, you only for grades.
Yeah, but I'll go to college.
And then
yeah, but I'm joining the army when I'm
because
16.
you'll still need grades to go to the army. It's not just, oh yeah, I want to learn that grade.
Hey, what else can you do at the age of 16? Drop out of school.
The likelihood of us losing him is very, very high. He feels he's outgrown school. He can't see any reward. All he can see is headache. I think that's a massive barrier at the moment because I don't think he can see the benefit, whereas he goes to work, end of the week he gets some wages. School, end of the week, what does he get? Nothing. Yes, he gets an education, but he's not going to realise that till however many years down the line.
Miss Conway is Vinny's head of house, and she's responsible for his discipline while he's in school. Vinny's been caught smoking, but he wants to do his detention during his lunch break rather than at the end of the day.
Hello?
I mean, can I do half-hour detention now?
Vinny's just arrived.
He literally just walked in and said he wanted to do some of his detention now, as opposed to after school.
Right. He's got detention after school as far as I'm concerned.
I hear that, so it'll be after school instead. All right then. Yeah. Bye. Cheers. Bye.
God's sake.
Vinny?
I'm not doing it.
Mr. Goddard has said you need to do it after school. Simple.
Don't be disappointed when I don't turn up after school because I will not be there.
Well, I'll have that conversation with Mr. Goddard now then.
He was bad-mouthing you earlier.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was in Stan's office, so the door was open. As I walked past, I heard him say, she's got me in trouble again like this.
Oh, I don't care. So.
You know, I know, but I want to let you know.
Oh, yeah. Just email Vic. What did he say? He doesn't care, he's not doing it.
Yeah.
You hear and you read about and you see reports about institutionalising young people, you know, what the life chances of those in care are, and there's an increased susceptibility.
Sit down for 5 minutes. No.
His lens on life is different now, and it's not for the better, I don't think.
I'd prefer...
Oh, miss. I don't want to sit down and have a chat.
Benny, I have a school to run. I have standards I have to maintain. And regardless of your home situation, which is horrible and I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, let alone somebody I like as much as I like you, I still have those standards I've got to keep up. You have to bend to our rules, not us bend to yours.
That's what I'm saying. Why can't I just stay at that place then? There's a classroom there, I can get taught there.
You think that a one-to-one with a non-specialist teacher is going to get you the grade you're capable of?
Yeah.
Well, you're wrong. School unlocks your future, a better future.
How does it unlock my future?
Because you get on the course of the right level, you get the job with the right standard, and you get the life of the right ability for you. What else is unlocking a good future for you, Vinny?
Nothing. Neither school.
No, that's not true. You can't see it, but that's not true.
Stay here and get unnecessary headache and...
You get unnecessary headache, in your opinion, because you don't behave. I do feel sorry for Vinny, but I don't feel that sorry for you, because you're still choosing not to behave the right way.
I don't want you to sit there and feel sorry for me and going to get me out of the place I'm in just because you're sympathetic towards me.
No, it won't. You're right. What will get you out of the place you're in is hard work.
What, hard work in school will let me go on?
What, to your mum's? No, that's your damaged relationship, Vinny, which you've caused damage to, not me.
Right, you'd have to rub it in.
No, I'm not rubbing it in. That's a bare fact, Vinny. This is a horrible hurdle for you to get over, but it'll make you a man. Vinny, go and have a seat outside, please. Or whatever you choose to do. The self-destruct button now of actually, if I can push people away, they'll all leave me alone.
Yeah, that's exactly
because
what
that's what he's thinking. Yeah. That's what his life is. You know, if I'm nasty enough, if I'm horrible enough, if I'm rude enough, people just leave me alone, they kick me out. How long do you keep the bail going? I think it depends how long you are between bruises, really. If the bruises are still fairly recent, then they're sore, and then wiping the slate clean is quite difficult. You know, because that's what this job is. It's a series of getting bruises.
At times, it's tough, but I go
Don't
through...
let it get too much.
No,
okay?
no.
If it gets to the stage where you're just like, Vic, you know, you need to come and see me. I can't do this because I've got too many other things to do and he's taking all my time.
He does take up a lot of time.
Yeah, of course he does. My biggest issue is I need to be aware of other people's ability to take those bruises. You know, Bex, for instance, who's dealt with them a lot, how much capacity has she got to keep taking those knocks? And I think that's the most difficult aspect of it. I'm not going to give in, and he will give in before we give in, and we know that. Yeah. But it may need a bit of tag team if he's going to get,
definitely.
You know, that's fine.
Your call is important to us and will be answered as soon as possible.
And have you got your report on you?
No rush. These people aren't going to answer the phone. Hours.
Thank you for your patience. Your call is important to us and will be answered as soon as possible.
But not important enough that you can answer it.
I'm not like other people. I mean, someone think I'm weird, others think I'm extraordinary. Not extraordinary as in superpowered, no. Extraordinary as in different from other people. I went to a few doctor's appointments. At first they thought it was autism. Then when I went to the next appointment, they said it was Asperger's. Oh, hello, miss. Something I'm born with. Makes you sort of different, but to you it's just normal. It's how you think. And I have a big imagination. Very big.
Ryan joined the school just over a year ago. Before this, he lived in Spain, where as a child with Asperger's, he was held back in primary school.
Here we go. Check and see if your multiplications are correct, guys.
With the help of his teaching assistant, he studies GCSEs, just like everyone else.
Ryan, what's missing?
What's missing? No, wait, let me try. I am 8 times.
What is times 8 by you 56?
8 times 7.
Yeah. So what do I have to do to this number?
49.
Perfect. Well done. Right, guys, let's back away.
Philosophically and ethically, I think it's absolutely right for someone like Ryan to be in a mainstream school. He's not going to go and get some special job, so why does he need to go to a special school?
Mr. Drew.
Hello. How was Pets Corner?
It was fine, sir, thank you.
What animals do they have at Pets Corner, Ryan? I've never been.
Barn animals.
Oh, right, okay.
Also a few exotic animals.
Right, what?
A very small frog.
Very small frog. Was it an exciting coloured frog? Because I saw a photo of some extremely bizarrely red and white and black and orange coloured frog that looked like somebody had painted some kind of piece of modern art all over it.
No.
No. I have no idea where it came from.
It was very small and white. Looks like it had just been born or something.
Oh, good, okay. Ryan, I hope you have a joyous afternoon doing whatever it is you're doing, and I'll see you on Monday.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Ryan, no problem.
Ryan has very specific needs in some subjects and not in others. Speaks Spanish, for instance. What a fantastic skill.
Hola. Hi.
We have a very, very inclusive school. When a young person comes around that's got issues that they're going to have to cope with throughout their lives, you know, we let them know that we'll help them cope with it when they're here.
See you, Max.
As well as helping Ryan achieve the best possible grades, Mr. Goddard wants to ensure that he has the social skills to cope in the outside world.
Come in, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Hello, sir.
How are you doing? All right? Nice
yeah.
to see you. Have a seat.
Right, Ryan, when you leave school, when you're out shopping and out around college, there'll be people that don't know you, but you don't know them. So if you look at this picture here, can you see what they're doing?
That's stealing.
That's right, that's stealing. Now, if that girl noticed it and went straight to that person, what could happen?
She could get very unpopular.
It's more than that. What if that person wasn't a very nice person? Do you think that girl would be in danger?
Yeah.
She would. And it's going to be the same with you, Ryan. We don't want you to go up to someone that you don't know and you might be in a position of danger. OK?
Though she could tell the staff.
You're absolutely right. Whenever you see anything that you think is not right, I want you to tell the staff. I'll tell you what, I'll wait for this bit, Mrs. Scott. You can do your bit and I'll have an interlude.
Well, remember I spoke to you about Jack Petchey Awards, yeah? That's why Mrs. Scott's here, OK? Mrs. Scott will tell you why she nominated you.
Ryan, I nominated you because when you came here, you were quite bewildered at first, but you really have settled in well, and I really think you have been a great success. So that's why I put you forward for the Jack Petchey Award.
Is that all right?
Yeah, very nice.
Good. You asked me when I spoke about one of my heroes. Remember that in Assembly last year? Yeah. And you came up to me after that Assembly and said, "Sir, do you think I'll be one of your heroes one day?" And I said, "Ryan, you're already one of my heroes, okay, because you come here and you're so positive." And it's fantastic that somebody else has seen that too. There's only 8 students this year will get an award, and you're one of those 8. Proud of you. All right?
Yes,
good job. Well done.
I don't understand. Like, they're like, oh, he's coming to care, he must be hoping, you know. I'm stressed. I've got people telling me when I can come down and see my mum, and when I can't come down and see my mum.
Let's have the conversation in thingy.
As a consequence of living in the children's home, Vinny sees little of friends and family, and it's affecting him in school.
He's changed so much. He can have days where he can come in, and you can just tell by looking at Vinny if he's going to have a good day or a bad day. I think there's so many emotions there and so many different things going on that he just doesn't know how to deal with it. How do you feel about the situation?
One, I live in a complete shithole. 20 miles down the road, where it ain't as if I can just walk down the road, see my mum, see my girlfriend. No, got people telling me when they can give me a lift to go see my family, when I can't see my family.
A couple of weeks ago, you were adamant, I don't want to be at home, I want to go into care.
Thought you'd just be there for a week or something to get, and then give my own bit of personal space and then go back there, but no, got to stay there for 4 months.
If I'm honest, you're not going to like this, your behaviour has resulted in this happening. Would you agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Why has Mum turned around and said that she can't have you at home at the moment?
So we had a massive argument.
Okay. Was that the first massive argument?
No. Yeah, it takes 2 to argue, it ain't just one.
Okay, but at the end of the day, do you listen to her?
Just because she's a mum, don't mean she's always right.
But you're under her roof, and you should follow her rules and stuff. If you and your mum didn't argue, this probably wouldn't be happening, would it? Because at the end of the day, your mum can't cope, Vin. There's only so much people can take. And that's what's going to happen in school. I don't want that to happen, but again, the ball's in your court. It's your choice. Just put your shoes on then.
This is a young person that I showed around the school as a year 6 with his mum and dad, you know, and he's now towards the end of his career with us, and his behaviour's forced him down this path, but is it a path that he can get out of? You know, is it something that he can change and still lead the life that he's capable of? He's got to invest some time and effort, and if I'm honest, how much revision is Vinny ever going to do at a children's home? Well, none. So whatever his revision he's going to get, whatever learning he's going to have, it's going to be between 8:45 and 3:20.
Aware they are in a race to keep Vinny engaged with school, Mr. Goddard and his deputy, Mr. Drew, have decided to take radical action.
Can you have a conversation with him at the moment in which you say to him that we are currently having a significant review of all his current GCSE courses with a mind to minimising not minimising what he passes, to ensuring that his focus is on ones he is going to pass.
Yeah.
Abby is very, very clear that he is not going to pass history anymore. The decision has been made to recognise the reality of the situation and not try to push any more than you, basically, are capable of achieving. because at the end of the day it is you, and I do recognise that.
Yeah. Hey, Vin. Okay. Listen. Don't start, all right? Don't give me any attitudes. Don't give me any of your abuse. You've got that look in your eye. Okay, this is the plan. It's not set in stone at the moment. So, as far as we're concerned, I think you're not going to be doing history. I think you're not going to be doing RM.
Right.
So it's going to be maths, science, English, ICT, and BTEC. And that's in hope that you're going to pass all these, and that's to alleviate the pressure on you.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. My main focus at the moment is to try and get him in next week. He's got an exam on Monday and Wednesday. So we need to get him in for them 2 exams because it's English.
Why is that so important now to get him into the exams for next week?
Because at least if he sits down and takes it, he's going to leave school with something, and we're better off pushing for it now, because later on in June or July we could have lost him completely. And I'll say to her if she minds.
Pushing Vinny to pass his English GCSE 6 months early puts pressure on the head of department, Miss Bird. With just days to go before the exam, she fears for his chances.
I had to talk about Vinny because Vic's not here to do it. He's coming off timetable for the next 3 days.
That's nice for him.
Being based in the Access Centre. We had a big discussion about it yesterday. If he fails English, that causes
impossible.
a lot of problems. I can't say that this is my favourite responsibility,
Okay,
but
I'll just stop you there. I agree, and you can do it. You don't need to explain anymore.
I wasn't asking for your agreement. Vic's already made the decision.
Oh, good.
But obviously you all need to know that Vinny should be in the Access Centre. I will put a member of staff or some support with him as much as possible.
Has he just not done his coursework?
Coursework's fine. He's sailing through. He's got an A in speaking and listening, and he's got a top C in his written coursework. Problem is, his writing is crap. Writing is half of the exam. So he has to do well in the other sections, or he won't get a C in English.
When his results are published, they're not going to put, oh yeah, but this kid's okay, because he had this problem or this problem. They're not going to put that. They're not going to change your judgment as a school. And to be honest with you, I don't really have a problem with that. I absolutely believe schools should be held accountable for what they do. And you shouldn't just say, oh, kid's going through a troubled time and therefore you're going to give up on him, because it'd be so easy to do so.
Vinny has been sent to the Student Support Centre to cram for his English exam.
That Vin?
Do you think about your GCSEs?
Yeah. I have to. Otherwise I ain't going to get a good job. In year 11 you're a big fish in a small pond, but then you're going to go out there and be a small fish in a massive pond, and everyone's going to be fighting for the same sort of things, like jobs, money, so you've got to go out there and try and get them. Why there's like 10,000 people trying to get them at the same time.
And what grades would you like to get?
B's or A's.
Do you think you're doing enough work to get those results?
No, probably C's or D's at the moment. I've got to butt my ideas up.
You may begin.
Mr. Goddard has called an assembly. While Vinny was sitting his English and Maths exams, most of Year 11 were sitting mock papers.
Right.
These results will indicate how the year as a whole are performing.
Whoa, sorry. Afternoon, everybody. Right, this is certainly for Year 11, the very beginning of the very end. And today is the first chance for you to get a real clear indication of exactly where you are. I know that one or two of you, maybe more of that, will open your results and force out a laugh. Look what I got. But deep inside, that's not the case. Funding for post-16 education is being slashed. It's half the money at best in some places. You've got it the toughest I've known in my teaching career. So you can sit here thinking, yeah, I'll have a laugh at the joke, I didn't do any work and I got rubbish results, ha, ha, ha. What are you going to do in the summer when ha means you don't get a college place? Because you won't walk into a job, because there aren't jobs out there. So if you're not taking it seriously at this point, you better start.
Mohammed, Abigail, Linda Way. Good luck, guys.
I ain't got my pen.
I've got your pen because I know how organised you are. How are you feeling?
Nervous for some reason.
Surprised. Happy?
Satisfied. No, English got an F.
Can I make a little suggestion? Start doing your homework. You will find your grades go up.
English language.
Oh, I've got a C.
That's sick. Are you impressed?
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get a C. I thought I was going to get a D or something.
Okay.
Anyway.
You switch on, you sort your maths out. That's doable. Science is doable. BTEC Sport, that's 5 GCSEs. A to C. Back in September, we thought there'd be no hope. So I'm hoping this is going to give you a kick in the right direction.
You don't understand how bad we are.
You need to go and have a conversation with a member of staff, because guaranteed you would not have got it without her. And
Miss Bird?
she's dying to have a conversation with you.
I got a C.
You passed! Are you tickled?
Yeah.
Vinny, you made my year. You did. I said to Mr. Goddard today that was one of the biggest moments of my career, I think.
Thank you, miss.
Yeah, you're very welcome,
Thank
honey.
you.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Now that's the payback. You know, when you see a kid open their envelope and they're pleasantly surprised. One moment of a big grin on their face is worth it.
I'm going to phone my mum and tell her, and she'll be over the moon, trust me. And she'll just say, I told you so, because she's always told me I can do it, but I always say, no, I can't.
My gut feeling is probably a little bit higher than we were last year, but not far off.
The local authority have set the school a target for 46% of their students to achieve 5 GCSEs, A star to C, including English and Maths.
C's across the board, APS group 4.
I think she'll be fine.
So she's just a watcher.
With the mock results now collated, Mr Goddard and his team can see which pupils are on track to help them reach that target, and which pupils need more of a push.
Right, the wonderful Vinny Hunter, C in his English. Very, very good response to his results today from Birdie. He said he was good with Birdie.
Yeah, he was really
made the
good,
right noises, and with Bex as well. He seemed to be focused.
Yeah.
Maths obviously got a D. That's such a pain.
If you're right, and he listens to this English result and stuff and he knows he can do it, he got a D
Yeah.
based on a hellish term when he was totally demotivated and defocused. So if he can be kept going till close to the end, he probably will get a C.
Yeah.
Defocused? Are you happy with defocused, Mr. Drew? I'd like to ask that for clarification. Defocused, you're happy with it? You're going to stick with defocused?
Yes.
You don't wish to top trumpet with anything else that's actually an English word?
Defocused. I'm happy with that word.
Okay. Maths, though, obviously, is whatever sort we can give him maths, he's going to be key in it. But hopefully he'll be all right. Basically, globally, not a disaster, but with some work to do, yeah?
We should be ready to start. Let me quiet. Okay, so question 3 on 41E. It says, X and Y are two geometrically similar solid shapes. Gives you area for...
Now that Vinny has a C in English, Mr Goddard hopes he will be spurred on to greater efforts. And Vinny has another incentive to stay in school. There's a prom to celebrate the end of Year 11, but to be able to go, his behaviour and attendance must improve significantly.
I spoke to Vinny at the end of last term and said to him, if I asked any member of staff to take a bet with me that you're leavers prom, they wouldn't take it. And Vinny said, I'll take that bet, sir.
What have you done? Done that one.
Do you reckon you're going to get to the prom?
I like to think I am. Hopefully, because I ain't got to pay for my ticket if I get there.
Why is that?
Mr Goddard's going to pay for it for me. If I make it, because he's so adamant that I'm going to get kicked out of school before prom. So I've got to prove to him that I can stay in the school and then he'll pay for my prom ticket.
Okay, a couple more minutes.
What are you doing with answers?
How do you think you'll feel that day when you chauffeur driven to the prom or whatever?
Proud of myself and good about myself because I walk in thinking, oh, you lot thought I weren't going to be here, but look, I am here.
Are you reading there, Ryan?
Ever heard of the Odyssey?
Is it a ship?
Are you thinking of going to the prom?
From? Well... but it's not something I really think about, really. I mean, I think you have to dance with girl.
Not so bad.
No, apart from getting extremely nervous. If you make a mistake, you don't know if she'll like you or not. That's something new to me, actually. I don't know if a girl will like me or not. What would you do?
I think I'd definitely go, so I think you should go.
What would you do, Grace?
I think you should go as well, Ryan.
Right, miss? Yeah. It's Thursday morning, and Vinny's had his hair cut in a style which is banned by the school.
Who did it?
Some Turkish kid.
So, Vinny, it states clearly that pupils are not allowed tram lines and stuff like that.
I think it's pathetic.
Okay, and you're entitled to your opinion, but the rule isn't going to go away. Give me strength.
You don't need it, you just need patience.
I think I am quite patient.
You are, yes, you are patient. No, what I'm saying is that with Vinny, I think it's very ambitious to still be playing for a win when the most we're likely to get by the end of his schooling is a score draw.
Yeah. There's certain rules that you have to go with. When are you going to start taking responsibility? You say you want to join the army. You wouldn't last 2 minutes. You wouldn't even get in, Vin, because of your attitude.
I'm going home.
But, Vinny, that's the... Vinny, you've got to remember, it will have a direct impact upon you.
Yeah, it's fine, I don't care.
Okay, but you will care, and you should care.
I don't, and I won't.
But Vinny, just let me know so I know. So you're telling me...
That I'm not coming to school anymore.
Ever again?
Ever again.
Okay, what are you going to achieve?
Nothing.
Okay, and you're happy with that?
That really doesn't bother me. I'll quite happily achieve nothing.
You've got so much potential in so many ways. Just grow some balls, Vinny, and say, you know what? I don't agree with you, but I'm going to step up and just do it, just to shut you up. Okay, so Vinny, hands up, please.
He's going by the wayside, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's it, come and sit yourself down. Right, Ryan, as you know, this is a transitional review. That means moving on, which is to talk about what you're going to do when you leave school. So this is all about me. So do you want to share this with Mum?
Go on then, what have you written? It'd be interesting, actually.
On your sheet?
People like my sense of humour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good at drawing and building models.
Yep, I agree with all of that.
I need to be careful to have good road safety and to avoid drugs, smoking, and alcohol. Also, I don't go on a rampage.
We don't want that, do we,
No,
Ryan?
we really don't want you rampaging anyway. Okay.
I like to live a normal life. One day, I like to marry and have kids.
Mm-hmm. You talked to them a lot then, didn't you? About what makes you tick and what you want.
Tick, not clock, but that is.
Okay. What makes you you? Yes?
I don't really know how I will feel when I leave school. Well, I like to be seen as mature, but getting a job and working hard, earning your own money, and trying to take care of yourself and paying the bills is something I'm a bit worried about. I mean, I have no idea what my life's going to turn out.
You have done brilliantly.
Yeah.
And you're happy here, aren't you?
Yeah, and I wish I could stay longer.
Yeah.
Just going to have to be prepared for it, like the other kids. I mean, they'll have to be prepared for anything.
It's made fantastic progress, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, definitely. And he absolutely adores God. He
Like-
doesn't want to move on, really.
This makes me smile when I see him, so you can't knock that, can you? There's not many people who make me smile when I see him, so I have to make the most of it. just pause what you're doing a sec?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Just 30 seconds, literally 30 seconds. How was your weekend?
It was alright, I suppose.
Yeah? I cannot understand. You know that you were going to react to that.
Yeah, I know.
And that was just bloody mindedness.
Don't know why I got it done. I was in the barber's chair and he was just like, I'll do you a line for a tenner, and I was like, go on then. And he just done it.
When you said, yeah, OK, you knew that we were not going to take that.
Yeah, I know.
Make better choices, Vin. This shouldn't be a battle. We are trying to deliver you a future. That's all we're trying to do, all right?
Yeah.
And you're stopping us. What a rubbish decision that was. All right.
As punishment for his tramline, Vinny's in isolation outside Mr. Goddard's office. But instead, he's decided to pay a visit to his friend Joe, also in isolation and struggling with his English homework.
Who done that?
Fucking some blind geezer.
Shit. My first paragraph is on the content of the extract. Language techniques like rhetorical questions and all that shit. Why do they use rhetorical questions? I ain't got
To make you think about it.
Is that why?
Yeah, that's like me saying to you, well, do you want to succeed in life and then walk off? Do you want to do this stuff or just want to be a bum, basically?
How about windsurfing, kayak surfing, or even kite surfing?
Yeah. How about it, mate?
But that's a standard question, isn't it? No, that question needs an answer provided. That's either yes or no. Yeah, I'll do a bit of windsurfing. Well, no, that's not for me, mate. You know what I mean?
Cup of tea.
Yeah, there's no fucking rhetorical question.
Yeah, it is a rhetorical question because it's written. You ain't going to write on it back.
Bad.
Right, miss? No. Dunno. Hallelujah.
As the school year continues, Vinny's behaviour shows no sign of improvement.
Why didn't you come in yesterday?
His behaviour now is worse than it was before he went into care. His attendance at school is worse than it was before he went into care.
It's true today.
He was a toe yesterday.
Was he?
5.
What?
There's a bit of a harder edge to Vinny now that I hadn't seen previously.
His automatic thing is just to walk off.
Yeah, I get so frustrated. Yeah.
See you later, sir.
There was always a little boy in there. It's harder to see the little boy now. I think I've done everything I possibly can to support you.
He's one of the students that you have sort of invested some of yourself in.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about that at the minute, and how do you think you're going to feel come the end of the year?
Now, disappointed. End of the year, disappointed. It won't change because he hasn't reached his potential. He fails, we fail. You know, has he failed to reach his potential? Yeah. It's a no-fail organisation. You know, if they fail, it's our fault.
It's Leavers Day. All of the students who have completed the school year are here.
We officially mark the start of their exam period. It's a day where they come in their own clothing. We give them sort of a leaver certificate.
Alex, wait.
We do see this as a sort of rite of passage. We do see that they have to earn this today with staff telling them how they feel and being human about it. You're my hero. There you go.
You too, sir.
There you go. Sit down, buddy. You know, all these people we've battled to get into school for the last 4.5 years cry because they're leaving. This school is about you doing the best you possibly can. Doesn't matter what your background is, how much money your parents have got, you can still be the best you can be. But that takes work. And you are sitting here because you've earned the right to be here.
One of the pupils who has not earned the right to be at Leavers Day is Vinny. In his final term, he hardly attended school at all.
Are you sad that Vinny's not here?
Yeah, really sad. Yeah, I failed. Yeah, sad. Yeah, it's sad that a lot of mine here. Because he's a young person that's been let down by lots of people, but been let down. You know, and I'm part of that. So, yeah, it's sad. I sat there and told him he'd beer. I'm gonna go, you bugger.
Well done. I wish you all the best of luck. I will see you on Monday for your English exam. Ryan, you've got your hand up.
I'd like to say something.
OK.
Go on, Ryan.
What do you want to say?
Well, I'm not... I haven't been here for the longest period of time. Well, about 2 years, as a matter of fact. Maybe more. Well, I want to say that these 2 years are the best 2 years of my life. Surrounded by people who support each other and do their best. They're very hardest. We like each other, like a big family. I mean,
Fine, you've got to go. You've got to stop. You've got to stop. All right, Ryan for Prime Minister, we know that. I should have just shut up and let him talk. I hope that you're not disappointed with what you get in the summer. If it's not so good, maybe you need to think about how much work you did to earn it. I am very proud to be your head teacher. Good luck.
Do you know what you're doing next?
I think I'll go to Harlow College. Yeah, try to be a success. Be all I can be. Just like Mr. Gollard said. I mean, he's an inspiration to all of us.
It's prom night, and even though Vinny isn't allowed to attend, he's turned up to see what he's missing.
Good to see you. Gage, you're not here properly, but still good to see you.
See you later, sir.
Very smart chaps. Looking very good. Good to see you, Mr. Gollard. How you doing, all right?
I don't know, he put his, not faith, but like, he thought I was going to prove him wrong, and he really wanted me to prove him wrong, but I didn't, so quite disappointing.
Do you think he realises today what's happening?
If he's given 5 minutes to think about it. I'm sure if he goes on Facebook later and sees people's photos and their comments, he'll never admit that, and he'd never say that, but yeah, I'm sure he does. He's 15, 16 years old. He's a child. It's like all your mates having Christmas and you not. He's missing out. I hope he realises before it's too late.
1, 2, 3, champagne! Wonderful, well done.
Hey, Mr. Drew.
Hello, you all right?
Right, let's open them up then. You got an A in Spanish! Oh, that's brilliant! Oh, I'm so proud of you.
IT, you passed.
Yes!
Well done. The results were great, weren't they?
Yeah.
A in Spanish.
It just says school's helped me so much. I mean, I'm going to miss you, sir.
We're going to miss you. You've given us as much as we've given you, Ryan, I can assure you. So you just make sure you stay back in touch, eh?
I will, sir.
Good to see you.
Estoy muy bien en español.
Sí. Oh my gosh, I got bare shit. I actually done quite bad, isn't it? Oh, quite disappointed.
Did you expect it to be different?
Yeah, no, I didn't expect anything different, obviously, because my behaviour and stuff, and I weren't in classes, but I don't know.
Never too late.
I know.
Vinny failed to turn up for his final maths exam, but got enough GCSEs to start a plumbing course at college. And he's moved back in with his family.
Lucia, Distinction Star in your drama.
Yeah, I know.
Fantastic.
50% of students achieved at least 5 GCSEs A star to C, including English and maths.
I got A star in history, A star in music, and then a few A's.
These are the school's best ever results.
Geography. A.
What do you hope Year 11s leave your school with?
You're desperate for them to leave with happy memories, an understanding of what it's like to be a citizen, to be part of a community, to be part of a family. Obviously, their exam results are vital as a door opener. You know, education can literally be the torch or the touch paper to let somebody fly. But the day after they've left, I've got a new lot of Year 11. And it doesn't demean how important they are to me or how much I'll remember them or how much you look back and enjoy the moments you've had with them. I've got another lot of Year 11s to deal with. Will I still care about them? Will I still want to know how they're getting on? Of course I will. But, you know, I've done it 20 years. I've done 20 years of, OK, bye, next.
Excuse me, young person, come here. There's no reason for you to be wearing your coat. Remove it.
So school's out and the only way is up. Read the latest on the students' progress since filming ended at channel4.com/Essex. Next Thursday, brand new stuff here on 4, revisiting one of the biggest public disasters of shipbuilding history, Brunel's last launch, a Time Team special at 9. Next tonight, who lives and who dies? Place your bets for Top Boy.